Tales from the wild. Stories from the heart. A journey into the mind and soul of fired-up business professionals where they share their vision for the future. And hear from a different non-profit organization every month as they create awareness of their goals and their needs. Dive into a world of untamed passion as we join our host, Shireen Buerta, for this month's episode of Friends from Wild Places.
As the founder of MP Educates, could you share with us one of the biggest lessons that you have learned on your journey as an entrepreneur, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest lesson I would probably say is listening for me. And I overcame that by just simply, if I'm gonna be direct, shutting up. Because a lot of people who are talking, they can't listen. People would tell me things and I'm trying to, answer their questions before they can get the question out. Or they're sharing details of, oh yeah, that sounds, I think I know that. And then I find that I don't know it. Or I'm giving an answer to a question when they haven't fully finished the question. So for me, being a good listener allows me to be successful as a leader. It allows me to be successful in the different ideas that I can put into place to be, I guess you could say, MP Education, to be that and to do that. But listening, I think for me, has been a really, really big thing because you not only have to listen to the verbal things, but the nonverbal things, seeing what works, what doesn't work, being able to take mental notes and say, okay, let me not do that again. Or let me not try that again. Or maybe I do it this way next time. And then being able to be humble enough to hear someone tell you that didn't work or that wasn't good and not get offended by it. Especially when someone is looking from a different lens. They can see different than you because you're actually in it. So it's kind of hard to see in it when you're in it. But when someone is on the outside, they can say, hey, and especially if it's someone you would consider a trusted vessel, not just someone who says, oh, I can do that. You didn't do nothing. Or, some kind of critical thing that really doesn't matter, but someone who's like really critiquing you and giving you the truth of the matter to help you evolve. Listening for me has done it, and it continues to do it. Being able to listen, even to y'all. I know this probably doesn't go with when I'm saying with MP Educates, but being able to be on this broadcast, on this podcast, how you all are conducting it and the things that you're doing and how you're, the questions that you're asking and the way that you're flowing with it and the way that you started off. And I pick up on those things. That's why I was sitting here not saying anything. I just pick up on those things because one day I'm gonna be the Shireen. One day I'll be the Dr. T, and being able to go forth and do it that way. So being able to listen helps me and is helping me. Listening.
That's beautiful. What a beautiful journey, Michael. It's so funny. Only my students call me Dr. T, so you can call me Tanya. I tell them when they graduate, they can call me Tanya, but yeah.
I got you.
It's good. It's good. It's good. And I want to ask a question though, Michael. So it sounds like, your day-to-day, like you're, a father, a husband, you're in the ministry, in a funeral, the profession, teaching mortuary, you have your own business. How do you manage your time? Like time management is always I see that with the students, and they come in, they have, a lot of things on their plate. So how is it divided equally? I don't mean the family part. I'm just saying like the work aspect. Like how does your day-to-day flow? Like, are you teaching at school? Are you working in funeral homes? Or what does that look like? And even from your own business?
Okay. So I've been asked that before, and I would always laugh when people ask me that because I never sit and think about, whoa, that is a lot going on. But I had one lady ask me that. She said, how are you doing all of this? I said, doing all of what? She's like, all the stuff that you just named. I was like, I said, I guess with the help of the Lord, and she started laughing. She's like, oh, okay. Then she's like, oh, so how do you break it all down? What are the I said, well, so she made me think. I said, well, let me see what actually goes on. How do I do all this? I know it's the help of the Lord, but how do I do all of this? Um, so I had to learn to set boundaries, uh, what I can do, how long I can do it, what I can't do, when I need to do certain things, how I need to do it. Let's go, for instance, like with we just use the three. We use funeral, educating, and ministry. So with the three, with the funeral side, I do the normal work, during the day, the 8 to 5 or whatever you want to call it. Do that during the day. While I'm doing that, those other two always present itself to me to educate or to share some way in ministry, whether it's just God bless you, ma'am, or thank you all for allowing us to help you. May the Lord be with you, during this journey. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about your loss. Let me see if I can help you. So I'm ministering. Basically, ministering means just to serve. So I'm serving families while I'm doing the funeral industry, but I'm also educating them. Well, I think we should do this, and well, the reason why you don't want to do that is because of X, Y, Z. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, because if you do it this way, you end up this way. Okay, so being able it's kind of a mix of all three for me. So it's like it doesn't stop. So when I have to go to like the roles as far as like on Sunday when we're ministering, it's just that, I'm ministering. But during the week, I'm reading, I'm studying, um, I'm spending quiet time with the Lord to be able to get, understanding, knowledge, and wisdom, so that I can continue to evolve in ministry as a pastor. So I got that portion. So what I was doing, I was actually would do the full-time job, and then I would go to the mortuary school and teach during the evenings. Well, it kind of got to be a little hectic. So I just started, instead of doing the in-class teaching, I started doing the clinical teaching. So they would just, when it's time for the students to get their embalmings done or their cases done for on the funeral side, um, they would know just to contact me and be like, yeah, I can take 3 right now. Sure. So they will be a part of my day, and it will make it easier where I didn't have to go there, but they could come, to me. So I'm teaching, I'm sharing, I'm showing them what they need to know. And while I'm doing that, I'm still doing, like I said, the regular full-time, funeral work, and kind of taking them along the journey with me. So being able to mesh it all together, it's kind of been helpful to me. Being able to, like I said, know when to cut certain things off. Okay, we need, like my wife and I, we need a date night. Let's go out and eat. Let's just, no funeral stuff, no educational stuff, no ministry stuff, no children. Let's just kind of go and, have one-on-one and have a nice dinner and watch a movie on TV or something like that. But being able to recognize and be mindful of all those different times. And okay, let me share this with my son. Let me sit with my daughter. Let's watch a show together. And being able to, like I said, I guess you can say, have a mental mindset to know, like a mental alarm, to know, okay, right now let's not do that. Let's focus here. Okay, I can focus on 2 things at once, and let's do it this way. But being able to kind of wear all those hats at one time, it used to be very difficult, but now I would say it's a lot more easier.
Mm. Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Isn't it? I think
Mhm.
time management is so important. I mean, for all of us, such a life lesson to try and balance everything. And then you
Mhm.
think you're doing so many things in a day, and you think, okay, I'm full, I'm packed, I can't fit
Right.
anything else in, until you fit something else in. And then you're like,
Correct.
wait, I thought I was full, but clearly I'm not,
Correct.
because now I've added a whole extra layer to my day. And you carry on like that and go, right, now I'm really full. I can't add anything in. You don't know how much you're capable of.
That's true.
Trust me, you say you have a full day, but if you know how to time manage, you'll be
Hmm.
pretty surprised how many things you can fit in a day.
That's true.
So that's lovely. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Absolutely.
We're listening to you, Michael, and if there's somebody out there that's also in a stage in life that wants to start something new, wants to start their own business, whatever the idea might be, right?
Right.
What advice would you give them to motivate, encourage, inspire? Like, what would you say to them right now?
Gather, let me take that back. Know how much it's going to cost you before you get into it. So gather information first. Don't just jump into it. Be like, hey, I want to be a realtor. Well, you can't go out and get the job first until you take some kind of realtor type class, being mindful that you need all the information that you can get before you start, launch any business. Learn all the stuff that you can learn, get all the understanding that you can before you even make a move to try to make something public or to step into, an ownership realm. You want to gather, I would say, gather as much as information as you can because it's going to be helpful to you when you do get in the position where you are the owner, you're the key person, you're the CEO, you're the go-to person, because you'll be able to fall back on what you've gained, what you know, and you won't come up short because you actually took care of that portion in the beginning. So by the time you start evolving through, you have that's going with you. So every step that you take, you got that information, and not only get the information from the beginning, but continue to get it. So as you continue to go through the years, just like in funeral service and educational service and the ministry, as you continue to get, you should start developing an appetite to want to get more, so that you can know more and you can learn more and you can teach more, you can share more, you can be more successful. So get the information first and then continue to get it. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's what I would share.
Good advice. Good advice.
Yeah. Thank you. That's so important. I think when you have an idea is one thing, gather all the information you can is another, and you can always expect unforeseen expenditures. So if you have a little bit of savings tucked away, that's always very helpful.
It is.
To get your business up and running. It's going to cost you something. So try and have a little bit of savings somewhere to help you through that. But before I continue, I just want to jump in here with a Buzzsprout, just a little ad, a blurb, because friends from wild places, we use Buzzsprout as our platform for our podcast. So Friends from Wild Places is a place to share stories from other business owners and professionals. It's a safe space. So we feature nonprofits every month to try and make a difference or give a helpline to someone in need. So the question is, do you have a message you want to share with the world? Or maybe you think it'll be fun to have your own talk show or podcast. Podcasting it is easy, it is inexpensive, and it is a very fun way to expand your reach online. So if you want to start your own podcast, please go ahead and follow the link in the show notes. This lets Buzzsprout know that we sent you. It does help support the show. And the team at Buzzsprout really is passionate about helping you succeed. And it's super, super easy to get your podcasts out. You upload it to one platform, and you can find Friends from Wild Places on every platform that you get your podcasts on. You're going to find us. And we just have to upload it once, which is great. There's hundreds of podcast platforms out there. So go ahead, have a look at what Buzzsprout can do for you. So next question I have for you, Michael, is you've mentioned a nonprofit, because I think I just mentioned how we love to support a nonprofit every month. And so
Yes.
this month we want to support IHG. Now, I'm going to let you share with us what is IHG? What do they do for the community? Where do we go to try and support them, and how do we support them? Go ahead, Michael.
Okay. So IHG, that means in His Grace Ministries, IHG. That's the church my wife and I started, and we have different sections or different parts of the church. And this portion is called IHG Missions. And a lot of people donate, monthly or every so often. And we take a portion of that and we go out into, like I said, the streets of Memphis, Tennessee area. And we've actually started doing it. We prepare what's called the little bags, where it's has essentials in there for you, toothpaste, toothbrush. We'll put maybe socks or t-shirt, underwear, things like that. We prepare the bags for men and women. And we do that, here in the Memphis, Tennessee area. But there are also other IHG partners or IHG congregants who live abroad in other um, cities and states where sometimes we'll send those packs to them so they can pass out in their cities. But we also put like a little card in there, just kind of like something just to encourage them, let them know that we're thinking about them and we wanted to do this for them. We'll put sometimes we'll put well, not sometimes, all the time now, we'll put cash in there because even though you kind of teeter about being mindful of I don't want to give a person cash because they're going to go and do drugs. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the person who's giving, uh, and it doesn't have anything to do with us who's giving, because we know that we're giving from um, a generous place, a place of wanting to help and wanting someone to be sheltered or being able to get a meal. So being able to uh, donate into ISG missions, that's what occurs. And like I said, we started this portion of the ministry first, and it has evolved into what we have going on today. But we never forgot about the beginning, and we continue to do it. For those who want to, donate, you can go to www.ihglive.com, www.ihglive.com. And like I said, it'll be such a help to those to start there and to continue to do it and to see these people's faces when they realize someone is just thinking of them.
Mm.
And then for us, for being able doing it so long, when they call your name, when they call you by name, and you're giving things to them, um, what else can you do? I mean, it makes you want to just continue to stay right there and continue to do what you can for those who are less fortunate to you. Because when you do have it and you can give it, and to watch the people's, like I said, the face, to hear their comments, to see their reactions, to watch them glorify God.
Mm.
Well, God, thank you, and they walk away, and you can see them, taking out the stuff and wanting to the gloves on, or take the little hot packs and put them in their pockets, or put their toboggan on, things like that, just to see all of that, knowing that you have it and you can give it. That's what ministry is all about. That's what serving is all about, being able to help someone who can't help themselves. So that's what IHG Missions is about.
Mm.
What a wonderful mission. Wonderful. Yeah. It's truly like glorious as how it's and even
It is.
evolved as you're sharing, just from the different facets of it and the different areas that people can contribute and donate. So yeah, amazing. Amazing.
That's
Yes.
often. Yeah, go ahead, Tanya. I was just gonna say there's often that I want to give money, but look, as a single woman, I never travel with money nowadays because it's a
Hmm.
security thing for myself
Right.
personally
Right.
when I'm
Absolutely.
traveling around. But when I am traveling around, I always try and tell myself I prefer to give food over money
Hmm.
because of that very thing. I'm scared
Right.
they're going to go and
Right.
use the money for drugs, which is a
Hmm.
problem um, in this area, and I'm sure in many areas that you live in as well. But what you just said there is actually so true. It shouldn't, I'm still giving from a thankful heart. So as long as
Yeah,
I'm giving from a thankful heart, because I feel that that's what God wants me to do, what they
absolutely.
do with that money is
Exactly.
God.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
thank you for a lovely reminder, because I think I'm going to remind myself that every time. Sorry,
Yeah.
Tanya, go ahead.
So, Mike, I just had a question as far as so what are some projects or areas right now that you are working in, whether it's through IHG, through it's the mortuary profession, whether it's the education side, your own business? What are some things that are kind of evolving at the moment as we speak?
IHG, let's do that. So we actually have a one of our rooms in our home is a kind of like a TV type studio. We've got everything, lights and all that stuff. Yeah. So we like to broadcast from here. Where we're like TBN, shall I say? So we'll do broadcast from here. We're working on different things as far as how we remodel. We change out the set, shall I say, different equipment as far as different cameras and different things that will help upgrade the person's, I guess you can say, the presentation for the people who are watching by live stream or YouTube or however they watch it. So we're working on different things like that as far as in that area for the broadcast. MP Educates, of course, I'm doing the educational stuff, in-person seminars, but also working on setting up some different dates for some more in-person seminars and some online courses as well, where people can get their CEUs online. So those are some things that's evolving with MP Educates. Those are only two things right now. Yeah.
Tune in next week for part 3 of Friends from Wild Places.
You've been listening to Friends from Wild Places with Shireen Bueta. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast from the links to catch every episode and unleash your passion.